All right, I'm back with Rapid Fire with Jason and Adam, my esteemed attorney friends and colleagues,
Hey,
land use
the good
attorneys.
thing is we're only going to bill you for half of this time.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Not the full time.
Good.
You get one of us
That's
for
how
free.
I pay is by half, too. All right, starting with you, Adam. What is something you are great at cooking?
Oh, I cook so many good things.
Oh, yeah, that's
what
it.
it's going to be.
What was it? Come on.
Mango chicken.
How do you get the mangoes in the chicken?
It's like mango salsa on top of the chicken. It's so delicious. If I could,
What do you got?
Food-wise?
Yeah.
Reservations.
See? That's the best and honest answer I've had.
it is honestly the most honest answer you can give.
What's the best advice you've ever been given?
Don't take yourself too seriously.
If you could eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would it be and why?
Working with Jason.
Good one. Getting
do
up
with
in the
that?
morning.
What would you like to do if and when you retire?
I would love to travel. I've gotten the bug recently, and I want to go to so many places that you read in your magazines.
Okay. How about you, Jason?
I don't want to retire. I want to do less of this, and I want to choose only the best cases with the best clients, but I can't imagine never doing this.
All right. What skill do you think everyone should have?
The ability to connect with people, build relationships of trust.
Sales.
What are you reading or listening to right now that you think someone would enjoy?
Killing Pablo. I just came back from Colombia, and the tour guide said, if you want to read a book that helps you understand Colombia, read this book, and it's fascinating.
Killing Pablo. I've not heard of that one yet.
It's all
Are you
about
reading it or listening to it?
I'm reading it.
Okay.
My good friend Pablo Escobar.
Oh,
yes.
that one.
How to Hide an Empire.
Oh,
Just finished it reading that on the way back from a trip in Peru, actually. And it's the story of the United States and how they have territories across the world that aren't considered the United States in the sense of the 50 states. But it was fascinating reading. You realize we are a colonial without calling ourselves a colony. Yeah.
what movie could you watch over and over again?
Tommy Boy. That's a remote drop movie. If it's on, I'll just put down the remote and just watch it. It's so good.
You know what? I'm going to give the answer that 8 out of 10 guys give. It's Godfather. Godfather's serious, man. I cannot. If I see that on, I'm done.
What is the one crazy thing you'd like to do if there were absolutely no consequences?
I would love to jump out of a plane, except for then you have to fall. And the falling part so scares the hell out of me. So if there was no consequence of death, I probably would do it.
Jason, anything?
Travel around the world without coming back for 365 days.
All right. What would you like to be remembered for? Both of you.
Being a good father.
Yeah, I think just doing the right thing all the time.
Who's your favorite person in the world right now and why?
I was listening to something yesterday about the creation of LVMH. So Bernard Arnault, the CEO of LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, how he created that with $15 million essentially, and had the government of France finance him in order to make his first purchase, and how that's led to him being the wealthiest man in the world. It's an amazing story over a relatively short period of time.
Wow. How would your parents describe what you do?
Oh, jeez.
I'll answer. They wouldn't. I can't. To this day, my brothers and sisters, who I'm all very close with, they don't know what I do. And at some point, nobody
He's
knows
in
what you do.
Some kind of extortion. I
Exactly.
don't know.
It's something. I see him on local access cable a lot. He's
Just people
standing
throwing
and
shit at him.
Yeah.
and-
I remember someone texted me and they go, I'm in the hospital passing a kidney stone and you're on television. And I said, how terrible must it be
Have double that pain.
to be watching public television in the hospital? Like, that's what you do, numbed your pain with?
The stone is worse. Is watching you worse than the best?
Yes. Yes, my parents, my dad was a former assistant city manager, so he kind of understands
dear
what we
God.
do. So he like lives, by proxy through me. So they love to kind of get the updates. What are you working on lately?
All right. What do you think the space that we all work in will look like 5 to 10 years from now from the previous 5 to 10 years as far as that speed of change?
I know this is a flashback, but think of the Jetsons, right? They had autonomous vehicles, robots that did cleaning for them. And here we are today. There's a vacuum that goes in the middle of the night and cleans my floors. And then it parks itself with GPS. There's a car in the lane next to me that there's no driver in it. And it's navigating to the same place that I'm going. Like today's reality was, last year's future.
Hold on, I need to write that one down.
Yeah.
Today's reality is last year's future. Okay.
Yeah,
Is that like
right?
an LSAT
I feel
question?
like-
I feel like I need
that
to.
was profound,
I know.
Brian.
I feel like that should be on a quote
But
somewhere.
honestly,
Might as well just get a tattoo.
have you ever met anyone accidentally profound?
I stunned
That is-
myself, dude.
I
Based on the two books he's read, hell yeah.
Exactly. That is shocking.
Three. Actually, it's up to three.
I read it in a book one time.
Here's the thing. He could not repeat that if you asked him to. What was that quote?
We can advance technology. But the point is, you look to the future. What
That
will it
was
be?
like lightning strike.
Yeah, I mean, so much is automated.
Yeah.
I mean, you can control your lights, through a voice telling your machine to do something. So, I think we are experiencing, what we are experiencing now is probably just scratching the surface of the potential that we'll be able to experience in the future, which I think will be, for the most part, more freedom of time and less burdensome tasks because something's been
Jesus,
automated
these are
for you.
your rapid answers? What are your lengthy ones?
Sean, our
sound
production
like?
manager's over there cutting him off, going, eject,
Oh my
eject.
God.
Jason,
He's defending his thesis.
all right.
Here's what I
Since
would
he's
say.
going
Like and
first.
follow me at.
Yeah.
Since his PhD will take another 30 years, can you go chime in
Thank
here?
you for that. It's going to be a lot more sustainable. It's going to be a lot more dense, and it is going to be a lot more urban than
Yes.
what we've seen. That's my sense.
But is there any just high level statement either one of you can make back to what you said about the urbanization and that density? Is anything profound going to happen in the rural environment in 5 to 10 years?
I think based upon the pressures we're having, they're going to become less populated, not more populated. And we really are seeing a continuous drive to urban areas.
Okay.
And for a variety of reasons, that's going to increase.
Okay, fair statement.
Yeah, and water's going to have a tremendous part in that. As much as it's a headline-grabbing topic, it still matters in Arizona.
It does.
And-
Well, it matters around the world, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think what we'll see are new alternatives that haven't been considered before, and those alternatives will still turn the desert into places that we live.
What occupation other than what you went into would have been befitting to you, or would you
I would
like
be
to?
the-
No. Before you
No.
answer,
We just-
how about I answer for you?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
it's for me.
Okay.
Go.
A lot of people don't know this.
Well, a hell of a lot of people are gonna know it now.
Jason loves hip hop, but a very, very narrow segment. It's called nerdcore, and he. I'm sorry to do this to you, but
That's okay.
He is a total fangirl of that stuff, and I think that would be your career.
Clearly, he knows me so well, which leads me to believe that Adam, given his background, would probably be a sommelier. His expertise in wine and his love
So
of
good.
all things high end. That's what he would do.
You know, a lot of people don't know this, but there's a little bit of a fungus that can grow under the cork in a wine bottle, and I happen to know that.
God. Oh, I love this guy. Literally, you know why he is great at what he does for a living? 24 hours ago, he did not know that fact. He adopts a fact and he makes you believe, oh, this dude's the dude. He's the expert in it.
Today's reality is last year's future. So, there you go.
All right, here's the mic drop. We're done.
Boom.